Aside from those tips, how cold is it going to get?
Yeah, not too cold for this evening, but we do have freezing temperatures in our forecast. That's the first alert, and we'll talk about that. As far as what's happening now, though, everything is nice and quiet. We are under the influence of a south wind, so that's why we're going to have somewhat of a slow warm up as we go through the rest of this work week because of that, and also an upper level ridge of high pressure looking pretty quiet across much of the country. There's that upper level high, and we're south of the jet stream indicated by these arrows, so we're tapping into a milder air mass. So with that being said, again, we're going to have a chilly start tomorrow. We're talking low 40s. Our average wake up temperature should be around the mid 40s, so still a little bit below the norm, but at least we're not talking widespread 30s, and we'll rise into the upper 70s temperature wise for our highs tomorrow, flirting with 80. That's definitely above the average. And then for your Thursday, getting a little bit more comfortable in the morning, highs still near 80 as we head towards Thursday afternoon. Friday morning we'll start with 50s. Saturday morning we'll start with 60s, and we're going to have low 80s in the forecast for the end of the week. So again, milder for at least the next several days. But here's a cold front that's going to approach the area on Friday. With this out ahead of it, it is going to bring us a chance for some showers. The first chance for rain this week. This is a look at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. This is a low resolution forecast model, so it's overdoing it a bit. As we get a little bit closer, we'll have more high resolution data, but this lets us know that Friday will be an umbrella day for our PM activities. So again, we'll keep you posted as we get a little closer to the end of the work week. But also on Friday, notice the secondary cold front. This is for Friday at 11 o'clock. There will be a secondary cold front across the Rockies that's going to kind of trail the one that's going to move towards us, bringing us our rain chance. But this one is the one that's going to open up the door to some of the coldest air of the season, and we're expecting Canadian air to make it all the way down towards our neck of the woods behind this front that's going to cross on Sunday. So once that takes place, get ready for what looks to be the first freeze of the season. Notice Sunday, again, that's when the cold front crosses. We'll start with 50s, so it'll feel good Sunday morning. But once we get behind the front by Monday, we'll be in the 30s. So there could be potential frost on our Monday morning, but then that cold air settles. So by Tuesday morning, we're expecting again the potential first freeze of the season, and then from that point it'll start to get a little bit warmer. So this won't be stretched out for a long period of time, but the average first freeze for Meridian is around November 7th, so we're kind of on target for when we would see our first freeze of the season. So our temperatures right now, we have widespread 40s and 50s, 49 in the metro of Meridian, 50 for Quitman, and compared to this same time yesterday, it's warmer by about a range of 5 to 10 degrees, which lets us know it's not going to be as chilly tonight as what we've had in previous nights, but we're still going to have to deal with low 40s, so worthy of a jacket or a sweater if you're going to be out late tonight or early tomorrow. And also tomorrow we'll have a full moon. It will officially be full in the morning, but it'll be below the horizon. But by tomorrow evening, we will have a full Hunter's super moon, which means it may appear a little bit brighter and maybe a little larger because it'll be closest to the Earth along its orbit. So that's pretty cool. That's for tomorrow. But tomorrow's highs will reach the upper 70s. Feeling great. Here's a 10-day forecast at 10. We do have a first alert for early next week because, again, it looks like we're going to have to deal with our first freeze of the season by Tuesday morning, but we'll fine-tune that for you as we get a little closer.
And I feel like with the